And joining me now, Vertical Research Advisory Managing Partner, Kip Herriage. Kip, tell me your reaction to what Madison was just saying about these tech employees and their political contributions. Is it surprising they're giving in big numbers?
Well, I'm a native Texan, so that's really surprises me. He would not do well here in my state, I'll say that much. But yeah, look, I think this country is becoming increasingly red-pilled. I think that's fantastic for the country. And I think the more that the left shows their true colors, the better off we all are. We'll see through it and be even stronger going forward.
Yeah, we got a long way to go, only November, I guess, but it seems like it's been quite the journey. Wall Street pessimism, speaking of emotion, has not aged well, and top firms have revised their targets for the year. You have held firm since the beginning. So talk to me about that and what's next for what you describe as the Trump economic miracle.
Thanks. I called it that. I was first to name it that in 2016 on my second book, Crash Through Prosperity, because I knew that Trump knows business and Trump knows the markets, and I thought the markets would respond well, and of course they did. And then we had some bad luck with the pandemic. But then, we called the bottom on October 13, 2022, and we said we were entering a generational bull market. And then we thought that this market's going to rally into 2030, maybe 2035. And really, it's Trump. It is the Trump economic miracle. The guy is America first through and through. It's the right time, right place for Trump to be president. And again, the country's red-pilled. He's tax cuts, deregulation. It's a magical combination, really is.
Yeah, there are a lot of policies that are music to the ears of investors. That's for darn sure. Let's talk about crypto for a moment. Big moves taking place in crypto. You have Bitcoin nearing record highs, Wall Street embracing tokenization and the further development of payments infrastructure. You've been a fan for a while. What's next for crypto, and how can investors at home capitalize on it? Some of these are pretty expensive.
Yeah, we first bought Bitcoin at 600. My son and I did. We recommended it at 2,000 to our subscribers, and we're buying it here. And the real reason is that there is no better. It's a very simple story. There is no better supply-demand story than Bitcoin. It's a very simple story to understand. You don't have to be a rocket scientist, which I'm not, but we like simple stories that make sense, and this one does.
I've got to talk to you about home buyers. You're betting big on home buyers, jumping in on a 3 times levered bullish ETF with the ticker NAIL, like N-A-I-L. Why is this the place to be?
Because, look, the housing market is so structurally strong that it can't do anything but continue to go higher. The only problem we have are now 7% mortgages. That's the problem.
Structurally strong? I thought the housing market was in deep trouble. What's going on in your view?
Well, that's what a lot of people want you to believe, but 40% of Americans have no mortgage. They paid their homes off. Average home equity now is 70%. So structurally strong, that's what I'm talking about. For people that are saying, here comes another 2008, they just couldn't be more wrong. So we're using that weakness to buy. We went aggressively long 2 months ago with the 3-time leverage ETF, as you say. We're up 35% already. We think this is going to be a 100% gainer, and we're looking for a long-term bull market in housing from here. Again, once rates start coming down, the housing market will unfreeze up, and we'll be in great shape again.
All right, Tesla looking attractive here on technicals. I want to ask, is this the beginning of another big run? It's about time for one. What does the EV maker have in store that makes this stock a buy today?
Yeah, your previous guest, Keith Fitzgerald, is exactly right. This is a stock to own. We think it's the single stock to own for the what we call the innovation revolution. The stock just broke out last week of a classical falling wedge or descending wedge pattern, and it's a beautiful chart breakout. We think the stock now heads from here. If a measured move would take the stock from here at 340 to $598 a share. Our price target is actually $2,000 a share for 2028. The future, of course, it's not really EV, although they have a lot of good things happening into year end. The future is robotaxi. The future is unsupervised FSD, full self-driving, and of course, Optimus. So the story, once we get into 2026, 2027, it's going to be all about robotics and about autonomous driving, and that's a story that no one can match.
Kip, I hope you're right about Tesla. That's exciting. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.